Hello fellow coffee botherers, this is the second video in the Sage or Breville Duo Temp Pro series, and in this video we're going to be comparing the Duo Temp Pro with the Bambino and Bambino Plus. These are the most common comparisons when it comes to other Sage or Breville machines because they're very similarly priced and they appear to be very similar machines, but all isn't as it appears, so keep watching. I'll make a coffee with all three machines as I'm talking. Well, I'll make coffee with them after and then let Ollie and Wes cleverly make it look like I'm actually capable of doing more than one thing at a time. The first obvious difference of these two machines is the dimensions, and we'll put the dimensions for each on the screen. The Bambino Plus has a 1.9 litre water tank, 1.8 litres with the Duo Temp Pro, so very similar, and the Bambino has a 1.4 litre water tank. Personally, I'm not bothered in the slightest by water tank size. I think we should be using the best quality water possible, so we'll be putting in the water tank just what we need to use, as we would with a kettle, and not leaving water sitting in a tank for days or longer, but that's just me. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you think it's okay to leave water sitting in your water tank, or do you think it sounds like a better idea to fill it each time you come to use it? The Duo Temp Pro has the quick release water tank handle thing, which I really like, the same as with the Barista range. The Bambino and Bambino Plus have the new faster thermojet heater. The Duo Temp Pro has the original Sage thermocoil, as with the Barista Express. So the Bambino and Bambino Plus heat up within about 3 seconds versus about 30 with the Duo Temp Pro. The Bambinos both have reprogrammable shot buttons. The Duo Temp Pro just has a dial, to the left for espresso, to the right for steam and hot water. The steam wand on the Bambino Plus only comes straight out, and you can steam manually or on auto, and you have buttons to control the temperature and the texture level. The steam wand on the Duo Temp Pro and the Bambino are on a ball joint, and there's no auto steaming. The one tip is a single hole tip on the Bambino and Duo Temp Pro. It's the 4-hole tip on the Bambino Plus. How do they differ then where steaming time is concerned? How much difference does this make? Let's have a steaming race on all three. 150 ml of milk, how fast to heat up to 65 degrees Celsius? And how about steam ready time? Let's have another race. The Bambino and Bambino Plus come with a lesser quality, slightly more plasticky portafilter with the stubby spouts. The Duo Temp Pro comes with a higher quality portafilter with metal splitter. The Bambino and Bambino Plus have a very small drip tray. The Duo Temp Pro has a larger drip tray with a ½ litre capacity. There's even a storage compartment behind it to keep your bits and bobs. The Bambino Plus doesn't have an option for dispensing hot water from the steam wand. The Duo Temp Pro does. You'll see a hack in this video for getting hot water from the Bambino Plus, but unfortunately this doesn't seem to work on the latest version. They all come with a standard and pressurised baskets, single shot and double shot, and the Bambino Plus and Duo Temp Pro both come with a metal tamper and the razor tool. The Bambino comes without the razor tool, and it comes with a lightweight plastic tamper. The Duo Temp Pro has the magnetic tamper slot. So how are they different when it comes to using them? The easiest way to explain this is manual versus semi-auto. They're all portafilter machines and they have pumps, so technically speaking they're all semi-auto traditional espresso machines, but the Bambino Plus has the most automation of the three, with the volumetric shot buttons and the auto steaming. The Bambino has the shot buttons but no auto steaming, and everything is manual on the Duo Temp Pro. The Duo Temp Pro then is more along the lines of using the Cayer Classic and the Rancilio Silvia, being mainly manual. It has automatic pre-infusion, it has the PID, so it's not the same as the Classic and the Silvia, but it's a similar experience using it in that you have to start and stop the shots manually. I would recommend, by the way, starting out with manual shots with the Bambino and Bambino Plus too, and not actually using the shot buttons when you're just getting started or when you're dialing in. I'll be doing a video on that shortly, so if I've already done that video, it'll be popping up on your screen now, unless I forgot to add it, in which case, please remind me in the comments. Ta! But once you find your feet with the Bambino or Bambino Plus, and once you're dialed in with the beans you're using, you can just press the double shot button for a double shot. The other major difference when it comes to using these machines is the Duo Temp Pro feels a bit more stable to use. You get used to this with the Bambino and Bambino Plus, you'll just find yourself holding it with one hand while you lock and unlock the portafilter with the other. The Duo Temp Pro just feels a bit more stable on the work surface. Also, you'll find yourself emptying the drip tray a lot more frequently on the Bambino Plus versus the Duo Temp Pro or the Bambino. The reason for this is the Bambino Plus and Duo Temp Pro both have a solenoid valve, so they're both dispensing water into the drip tray after each shot, even if you're not steaming milk. But the Duo Temp Pro has a much bigger drip tray capacity. The Bambino has the same drip tray as the Plus but no solenoid valve, so it doesn't fill as quickly. I much prefer the portafilter that comes with the Duo Temp Pro, the same proper metal portafilter that you get with the Barista Express and Barista Pro, versus the more plasticky one with the stubby spouts that come with the Bambino and Bambino Plus. If you're an Americano or long black drinker, then you'll probably want to go for the Duo Temp Pro or Bambino, as these both have a hot water button. Bambino Plus doesn't. The other thing to point out is that the top of the Duo Temp Pro gets hotter and stays hotter for longer than the Bambino or Bambino Plus because of the thermocoil being a bigger unit than the newer Thermojet and giving off more heat, so the top does act more as a usable cup warmer. So which one is the best machine? The answer is that there is no answer, because there's no one-size-fits-all approach. If you're someone who wants a slightly more old-school machine, if you like the idea of having a fully manual machine with a bigger drip tray that also dispenses hot water, which has a bit more practicality in terms of having a storage tray and a proper cup warmer, and which is likely to do better where longevity is concerned, with less electronics to potentially go wrong, then the Duo Temp Pro is probably the best of the three for you. If you can't stomach the idea of steaming your own milk and you want the convenience of just pressing a button, then the Bambino Plus would be the obvious choice. If you're not worried about auto steaming but you really want to be able to just press a shot button rather than having to pull each shot manually, then the Bambino might be the best choice. But just remember, don't expect your machine to know how much espresso to deliver for you out of the box. It won't. You have to dial it in and then reprogram the shot button accordingly. If you have any of these machines, please let me know in the comments if you're happy with it, and if you have any questions that I've not answered in this video, leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer them in a future video or in a short. Humans share about 50% of our genes with bananas, so let me know in the comments how you feel about that, and then click the like button. Thank you very much for watching, and if you love coffee and enjoyed this video, we've got tons of content about how to make better coffee at home to take you from beginner to home barista. We've got reviews and how-tos on the most popular machines. If you like the sound of that, click on my face to subscribe. Tatty Bye!